Live Jesus, Saint Claude de La Colombière. When Saint Claude de La Colombière became acquainted with the experiences of Saint Margaret Mary, he immediately became her defender and promoter. He played a special role in understanding and disseminating this devotion to the Sacred Heart, as well as interpreting it in the light of the Gospel. While some of Saint Margaret's expressions, if misunderstood, could lead to an excessive reliance on one's own sacrifices and offerings, Saint Claude demonstrates that authentic contemplation of the heart of Christ does not induce self-complacency or pride in one's experiences or human efforts. Instead, it engenders an indescribable abandonment to Christ that fills life with peace, security, and determination. He articulated this absolute trust beautifully in a renowned prayer. I am so convinced, O my God, that you watch over all who hope in you, and that nothing is lacking to those who expect all things from you, that I have resolved to live from now on without any care, casting all my concerns upon you. And yet I shall not lose hope. I shall retain it until the last breath of my life, and the efforts of all the demons of hell will be in vain to wrest it from me. Let others hope for the happiness of their wealth or talents. Let others find rest in the innocence of their lives, in the harshness of their penance, in the multitude of their good works, or in the fervor of their prayers. As for me, all my trust is founded on my own trust. Such trust has never failed anyone. So I am assured of being eternally blessed, because I firmly hope to be so, and because it is you, my God, from whom I expect this. In January 1677, Saint Claude noted a certainty he felt regarding his own mission, writing, I have recognized that God wishes to use me to fulfill his desires concerning the devotion suggested to me by a person to whom he communicates very confidentially and for whom he has chosen to use my weakness. I have already inspired many people. It is important to observe how a beautiful synthesis arises in the spirituality of La Colombière between the rich and profound spiritual experience of Saint Margaret Mary and the concrete contemplation of the Ignatian exercises. He wrote at the beginning of the third week of the exercises, two things have profoundly moved me and have occupied my thoughts throughout. The first is the disposition with which Jesus Christ meets those who seek him. His heart is overwhelmed in a sea of bitterness. All passions have been unleashed within him. All nature is disconcerted, and through these disorders and all these temptations, his heart goes straight to God, not taking a false step and not wavering in taking the course suggested by virtue and the highest good. The second thing is the disposition of this very heart towards Judas, who betrayed him, towards the apostles, who cowardly abandoned him, towards the priests and others who were the authors of the persecution he suffered. It is true that all this did not arouse in him the slightest resentment of hatred or indignation. Thus, I envision this heart as free from bitterness, devoid of acrimony, and filled with true tenderness towards its enemies.